حي على الصلاة حي على الصلاة حي على الفلاح حي على الفلاح الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله.
إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونستهديه ونعوذ بالله تعالى من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا إنه من يهد الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له ونشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له ولا ند ولا شبيه ولا مثيل له تعالى جد ربنا ما اتخذ صاحبة ولا ولدا ونشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله نشهد أنه بلغ الرسالة وأدى الأمانة ونصح الأمة وكشف الله به الغمة وتركها على المحجة البيضاء ليلها كنهارها لا يزيغ عنها إلا هالك ثم أما بعد. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, dear brothers, always reminds us of being mindful. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala لا يزال يذكرنا بتقوى الله عز وجل في القرآن. يقول تعالى بعد أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله حق تقاته ولا تموتن إلا وأنتم مسلمون. O you who believe, be mindful of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Remember your Lord. Always remember that He is with you, watching and listening to you. And let not death come unto you unless you are in a state of Islam. وَلَا تَمُوتُنَّ إِلَّا وَأَنْتُمْ مُسْلِمُونَ. So throughout the Quran, the Holy Quran, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala always gives us a reminder to be mindful. Because actually being mindful of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the key. Being mindful of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the key to live a satisfied and contented life. Life full of satisfaction and content. And also in the middle of what is going on, in the middle of the challenges and the genocide and the ethnic cleansing that is happening in the sacred land, in the holy land of Palestine, only remembering Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, only remembering the holy book, this will be your only, not the best resort, but your only resort, your only source of understanding and not losing your sanity. الشيء الوحيد هو يعني ذكر الله عز وجل والتأمل والتفكر في كتاب الله عز وجل هو المصدر الوحيد حتى لا تفقد قدرتك على التفكير وحتى لا تفقد البصرة الإيمانية. It's easy to ask. من السهل جدا, especially for the youth, to ask if Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala really likes these people. Why, astaghfirullah, He is letting them be killed and letting their homes destroyed and letting what is going on. And then they have been fighting now for 2 months. And then when is like victory and triumph is coming? متى سينتصر هؤلاء? This question is not a logical question. This is not a question to ask. And why? Because whoever asks this question, إن من يسأل هذا السؤال لقد فقد البصلة الحقيقية التي من أجلها خلقنا الله عز وجل. هو الذي يسأل هذا السؤال. نعم, it's heartbreaking It's heartbreaking to see our brothers and sisters and the babies and the children killed on a daily, on an hourly basis like this. It's not easy to accept or to swallow seeing an enemy invading the land of our brothers and sisters, our land. It's the Muslims' land, and unable to do anything. It's not easy, I'm not saying, it's heartbreaking. But at the same time, even if it is heartbreaking, it shouldn't let you go to paths or asking questions that is actually against the pillars of your faith. Number one, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has created you for a mission to accomplish in a certain time, and once it is done, you will go from here. I will give you an analogy that might explain what I want to say here. If someone is going through a journey to get like a medical degree, or engineering, or PhD, or master, whatever journey in life to accomplish, he is here now, she is here now, in 2 years, in 3 years, in whatever years, I want to be there with that degree, with that job, with that salary, and then whatever challenges I am going through this journey, I will bear with it, I will be patient with it until I safely and securely accomplish my objective. Otherwise, I am not successful. Right? So it is the same journey that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that you already started when you were born, or you became like an adult. عندما أصبحت إنسان مكلف أنت بدأت الرحلة. ما هي الرحلة؟ الرحلة إلى الله عز وجل، أن تكون عبدا لله عز وجل حتى إذا ما أتى الوقت, until the time that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is calling you back from your mission on earth to submit your, I would say, report to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And your report is your a'mal, your deeds. You are taking your deeds to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah is summoning you, is asking you, is requesting you to come back to Him and tell them, what did you do in your mission? Just like the person who started the medical career or the engineering career, whatever career starting from here, and by the end of 4, 5, 6, 7 years, whatever it is, he's saying, okay, in the first year I did this, second year I did this, I challenged this, I faced these challenges, لقد قابلت هذه الصعوبات وهذه التحديات مادية ونفسية ووقتية وتغلبت عليها جميعا. إذن يوم القيامة ستواجهك through this journey to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, أثناء رحلتك إلى الله عز وجل, you will face challenges that you are supposed to be either to be patient with it or to overcome it until you meet Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala as a Muslim. Not just sitting down and asking why Allah is doing this. What, you want Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to come down or to send His angel and to make like everything is, and you what? And you live like a comfort zone or relaxing life. This is not life. This is not what life is for. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has created us. إِنَّا جَعَلْنَا مَا عَلَى الْأَرْضِ زِينَةً لَهَا. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has made what is on earth as an adornment, as something that is glittering, that is that moves your eye and your heart and your mind to attract you. This is what's on earth: wealth, cars, houses, mansions, retirement, all these luxuries. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, degrees, status, social status, economic status, all these are things that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has made on earth, not to indulge in it mindlessly, but to take whatever will save you from it, to take whatever will make you a good and a better Muslim. Other than that, it will distract you from the way of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So if you are asking for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to make this dunya as a Jannah here, so you are asking the wrong questions. Because if you ask the same question, you would ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala the same question when He let Yusuf alayhi salam, let his brothers do what they did with him. Why did Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala let the brothers throw him in the well? And He let Yusuf alayhi salam to be thrown in the well and to be sold as a slave in Egypt or to Egypt. If Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala loves Yusuf, and Yusuf is a prophet, the son of a prophet, the son of a prophet, the son of a prophet. هو نبي ابن نبي ابن نبي ابن نبي جده إبراهيم عليه السلام. So who would be beloved by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala among us more than Yusuf? Yusuf alayhi salam, of course. He's the son of Jacob, the son of Isaac, he's the son of Abraham. So, but still, yet Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala let him be in the well and be sold as a slave and be enslaved in Egypt. Why? You don't have to ask why. Actually, if you know your Lord, if you know that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, one of his names is Al-Hakim, the all-wise. Do you know what Hakim is? And when someone of your friends or family come up with an opinion or an idea that's really smart, oh mashallah, this guy is wise. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the all-wise, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the all-knowing, Al-Hakim, Al-Alim. Nothing happens on this earth except by coming out of his wisdom and his knowledge. His wisdom and his knowledge. What are you asking about? Meta. I'm not saying that those who are asking questions are non-believers or anything. No, it has been asked. The Prophet ﷺ was asked by some of his companions, Mata Nasrullah. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells us in the Quran, حتى إذا استيأس الرسل وقال متى نصر الله والذين معه متى نصر الله. Even the Quran said, even some prophets said. But why is that? Why is that happening? Because this is the journey that we all are going, traveling to the way, and the destination is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And every single one of us is leading a different journey. My journey is different from your journey, his journey, and his journey. And the challenges that I'm facing as a person is different from the challenges that you are facing, and this one is facing. And this might be financial, this might be family, maybe his sons, might be daughters, might be money. It is going to be a lot of challenges. And all of these challenges, no matter what the format is, are meant to purify your faith. Is your faith golden, like pure liquid gold? This is what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants us to be. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants us to be and to see from us that our faith in Him cannot be shaken under any circumstance. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we bear witness that you are the all-wise and al-Hakim. Allahumma inna nashhiduka annaka anta al-Hakim al-Alim wa na'lamu anna wara'a ma huwa jarin al-an hikmatun wa hikmatun balighatun la ya'lamuha sawa alimnaha aw lam na'lamha alimaha man alimaha wa jahilaha man jahalaha walakin all what's going is for something that is great. That is great. Yusuf alayhi salam, when he was let, as some people, what did Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala say? He was, well, how did the journey of Yusuf end? He'll be the minister of Egypt. Tell me, how could Yusuf be a minister in Egypt if he didn't go through that journey that we thought at the beginning is going to challenge? What is these difficulties? Difficulties always leads to success, and the harder the difficulties, the harder the challenges, the better, the great the end. This is known for all over history. This is known over history. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, wasn't it easy for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to make everyone believe in Him? The Quraysh even kicked him out of Mecca. Why? The most beloved person to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is kicked out of his home. Yes, and he is facing the disbelievers in battles and fil ghazawat, and he is actually his front teeth were broken. He's a prophet. Why didn't Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala save him? So you need to shift your thinking. You need to shift your thinking about Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You are not here to indulge in luxury life, in food and in money, and no. This is not the Jannah. And that's why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, if this life, whatever on this life, you know, the billions, the trillions of dollars, the treasures and everything that you are like amazed by, everything on earth doesn't even equate, is not equal to the wing of a mosquito, of a fly. The fly. Not even the fly. The wing of the fly is not even, this all dunya is not worth in the eye of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And you are giving it, if there is only one lesson to take from what's going on, from your brothers and sisters that have been killed now, what am I like worried about? I've been thinking about retiring for 401k and I'm not saying don't think about this stuff, but think about it in the way not to just take all your time and all your heart. All your heart should be how to be a better Muslim to please Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. To please Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And if you study history, when the Mongol conquered came from the east all the way to the west, came to the Baghdad, and they killed, how many millions in Baghdad they killed in millions. I'm not talking about 15,000. Again, I'm not justifying the killing. Of course I'm not. But if you see the history, worse than that, bigger number than that have been done. And even the Ibn al-Athir, one of the great historians, one of the great Muslim historians, he wrote a book called Al-Kamil. It's a big book in history. And when he said, he literally said, and this is in 650 something. And he said, I stayed 2 years unable, reluctant, hesitant to talk about the Mongol and what they did to our ummah. Because I don't want to write لا أريد أن أكتب عزاء الأمة الإسلامية بيدي. I don't want to write the obituary of the Muslim ummah with my hand, because when he saw what the Mongol did at Tatar and what they did, she said خلاص الأمة الإسلامية انتهت الأمة الإسلامية. The Muslim ummah is dead خلاص. These are killing like millions. They stayed 40 days in Baghdad, killing everything, burning the books, until the river itself became red from the blood. And said, I can't. خلاص الأمة is done. الأمة is done. And unfortunately died. Unfortunately, Ibn al-Athir, the one who read this, died like 15 or 20 years before Qutuz came from Egypt and he conquered the Mongol back. And the Ummah was revived again. So this Ummah is not meant to die, but this Ummah is meant to face challenge after challenge after challenge. So know that we are not here to indulge in a luxury life, because living in this country where materialism is surrounding us 24/7, even in your sleep, you are thinking of materialism. How much I eat, how much meat, how much wood, how much money, it is always how much. Have you ever asked how much or how beautiful my house in the Jannah will be? Did you start to build it here? This is why we are here for, brothers. We are here to prepare. We are here in a mission. 2023, 2024, 2025. You are walking now a year, second year, third year. Some of us will go to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala today, tomorrow, next week, next year, in 2 years, in 10 years, in whatever years. At the end, you will reach your destination with whatever challenges, and Allah will ask you, what did you do with the challenges? So never lose trust in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And if you want to know, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, when he was born, do you know that like 60 or 80 years before the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam was born, what do we know about the birth of the Prophet? He was born in the Amil field, the year of elephant. This is how they didn't use numbers. They say, okay, the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam used when Abraham, the Abyssinia, the guy came from Habasha and Yemen to destroy it. Do you know why? Do you know where Abraham came from? From Yemen. Do you know what was going on in Yemen back then? What was going on in Yemen is a religious and ethnic cleansing, actually based on faith cleansing, that the Jewish community there, the leader of the Himyar tribe, was harassing the Christian tribe to follow them, and to believe in the faith of the Jewish people, the Judaism, and to believe, because Jewish has never ever believed in Jesus. They tried to kill him. And whatever you see now, from the coalition or the support or the working of the U.S. to help the Israelis based on a religious or whatever reason. This is a different topic. This is not. I mean, history doesn't support that. It is for political reasons, and we need to know. There's a lot to be said about this. But what I want to see, to take as a message as Muslims, we need to. So Abraham came. So the Abyssinia, Malik al-Habasha, sent an army. Oh, before that, actually, the Jewish community, the Himyarite king, actually took all the people that believed in Jesus, and they didn't want to join him. And he digged a trench, and the Quran told us about that story. This is the story of Al-Khandaq, أصحاب الأخدود. So this is the story of Al-Ukhdud, that he killed all the tribe, moms, children, babies, everything, and anyone, he killed them. And then the Abyssinian or the Habasha king sent an army to. And then once the Abraham is settled in Yemen, he started to know about the Kaaba, and he went there to. Also 6 years before the Prophet ﷺ, the whole earth, the whole universe was in an eclipse for 16 years. Followed that, eclipse, no sun for 16 months. Sorry, 16 months. Do you know 16 months? No. So the plants started to die, animals started to die, famine and the drought started to spread. Following that, there is a plague, طاعون, انتشر طاعون Justinian, that took 20 to 25% of the population of Earth. 25% of the population. Why I'm saying this? And all this, I don't have time to tell you. All this was preparing for Rasulullah to come. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala was preparing the earth to receive his message, because actually the equation of power, موازين القوة. Now we are living in a world that has قوة. It doesn't work like Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, oh Allah, give us victory, oh Allah, Mansur Islam, he's gonna send angels and to destroy the superpower, whatever it is, controlling it. No, it doesn't work this way. الموازين القوة الآن, موازين القوة back then during the Rasulullah, it was al-Furs and al-Rum. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala was preparing earth. If you read history about the 50 years before Rasulullah, and you said, Subhanallah, he is Al-Alim, Al-Hakim, the all-wise, the all-knowing, that he knows what he's doing. So what I'm saying, the brother here, is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is preparing this ummah for a great thing that's to come. Whether we see it, whether we don't, but it is coming. أقول قولي هذا وأستغفر الله. الحمد لله وكفى وسلام على عباده الذين اصطفى. So if someone asks, but aren't you sad about how many children and babies and women have been? I am. And all of us, I'm sure that all of us is heartbroken with that. But guess what? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said that the munafiqeen, during the battle of Uhud, when many companions of the Prophet were killed, they asked the same question, said, hey, shouldn't they have stayed home and they wouldn't have been killed? If they stayed home, if our brothers and sisters there who are fighting back to restore their land, shouldn't they have accepted the status quo and the state Israel and live in peace? They wouldn't have been killed? This is the same question that the hypocrites ask. The hypocrites ask the same question. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in Surah Al-Imran said, قُلْ لَوْ كُنْتُمْ فِي بُيُوتِكُمْ, if you stayed at your home, even if the Palestinian groups didn't launch anything against Israel, even if, yani the babies and the women and the men who were killed in Palestine now, if nothing happened on the October 7th, if nothing happened, they would have been killed, they would have been faced to the death in one way or another, because their mission on earth has ended. خلاص, someone has 70 years to live, someone has 50 years to live, someone has 20 years to live, someone has 1 day to live. It's up to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Once their age or their time comes, Whether it is by war, whether it is by death, whether it is by disease, we shouldn't think more about the reason. So don't say that, okay, they should have saved the lives. If they are dead, so this is what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said for them. So what are we supposed to do? Of course, the dua. But I'm gonna finish with a story that is really amazing. When Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam signed the treaty with he went to Mecca to make Hajj, and then they blocked them. No, you're not gonna make Hajj this year. So let's make a treaty. That's okay. Make a treaty, peace treaty, so everyone lives in peace for some time. So they make Sulh al-Hudaybiyah, the old ones. And one of the conditions of that treaty, they made like a contract between Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam in Medina and the people of Quraysh. The people of Quraysh said, okay, Muhammad, if you want us to not to launch any wars against you, and you don't launch any wars against us, let's do this. Agree on this. What? One of the conditions was, if someone from Mecca believes in Islam after signing this treaty, you don't accept him in Medina. If he came to you, let him back. Rasulullah said, yes. Most of the companions were angry about that. But Rasulullah doesn't behave from his own. He behaves based on what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has told him, has taught him. He said, okay. So the second day following signing the treaty, one of the kuffar, one of the disbelievers adopted or became a Muslim, and he went to Medina to be among his brothers and sisters. He said, I'm sorry, man, we signed that treaty. We have to abide, this is binding. We have to abide by what we signed. Well, we Muslims abide by what conditions we have signed. We cannot void that treaty. So go back. Said, are you letting me go back to the disbelievers? They're gonna torture me, they're gonna penalize me, they're gonna يعذبوني ويقتلوني. That's it. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will make you an outlet. So this is a challenge. If someone thinking the way you are thinking mathematically and logically, how come? No, let's have. No, it doesn't work. Dealing with countries and with states, it doesn't work this way. So he went back. And what did he do? He didn't go back to Mecca. So he couldn't be in Medina. He couldn't go back to Mecca because people in Mecca were torturing him. What did he do? He sat in the middle, in the mountains. He set up in a cave or something, and he decided a very smart plan. That anything, any trade, any caravan, any business that is going on this road from Mecca or to Mecca, I am going to kidnap it. I'm going to take their money, take their gold. I'm going to give them hard time. I'm going to be a pain in their neck. So whatever, a group of people coming from Mecca who would take whatever they have, kill them, whatever. And then many new Muslims became Muslims and they joined him. So it became until the people of Mecca themselves came to Rasulullah. Okay, Rasulullah, take them. Whoever wants to be a Muslim, take them. So this story is very significant. I don't want to you can take lessons from it. And it will tell you what you are supposed to do. Maybe. The dua is the minimum. If there is financial support or money support or food support, you can do. But remember, don't forget that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is Al-Hakim, Al-Alim. Allah is preparing this ummah. Allah is preparing for a great end, a great victory. And the issue is, what will be your position and your role and your situation in that what is happening here. اللهم اغفر لنا ذنوبنا وكفر عنا سيئاتنا وتوفنا مع الأبرار. اللهم انصر الحق والمسلمين. اللهم انصر المجاهدين في كل مكان. اللهم انصر المرابطين في بيت المقدس. اللهم انصر المرابطين في الأرض المقدسة بفضلك ومنك وقوتك يا رب العالمين. اللهم إنا نسألك بأنك أنت القوي وبأنك أنت العزيز وبأنك أنت القوي العزيز أن تنصرهم نصرا مؤزرا عاجلا غير آجل يا رب العالمين. اللهم اغفر لنا ولهم واغفر لنا تقصيرنا نحوهم. أقول قولي هذا واستغفر الله لي ولكم وأقم الصلاة.
الله أكبر الله أكبر. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله. أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله. حي على الصلاة حي على الفلاح قد قامت الصلاة قد قامت الصلاة. الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله.
الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين والفجر وليال عشر والشفع والوتر والليل إذا يسر هل في ذلك قسم لذي حجر ألم تر كيف فعل ربك بعاد إرم ذات العماد التي لم يخلق مثلها في البلاد وثمود الذين جابوا الصخر بالواد وفرعون ذي الأوتاد الذين طغوا في البلاد فأكثروا فيها الفساد فصب عليهم ربك سوط عذاب إن ربك لبالمرصاد. الله سمع الله لمن حمده. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين فأما الإنسان إذا ما ابتلاه ربه فأكرمه ونعمه فيقول ربي أكرمن وأما إذا ما ابتلاه فقدر عليه رزقه فيقول ربي أهانن كلا بل لا تكرمون اليتيم ولا تحاضون على طعام المسكين وتأكلون التراث أكلا لما وتحبون المال حبا جما كلا إذا دكت الأرض دكا دكا وجاء ربك والملك صفا صفا وجيء يومئذ بجهنم يومئذ يتذكر الإنسان وأنى له الذكرى يقول يا ليتني قدمت لحياتي فيومئذ لا يعذب عذابه أحد ولا يوثق وثاقه أحد يا أيتها النفس المطمئنة ارجعي إلى ربك راضية مرضية فادخلي في عبادي وادخلي جنتي. الله أكبر. سمع الله لمن حمده. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله
الله أكبر. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Anybody who has Medicaid insurance, SSI, SNAP, Link, you are welcome to sign up for a program that provides a free tablet, free phone. Anybody in your family that needs a phone or a tablet for school, work, you get a free line, which is a number, SIM card, and you have unlimited data, calling, texting, and you get free internet anywhere you go. So there's no monthly payment. If you have Medicaid insurance, you can sign up. We have a paper over here. I will register you and inshallah bring the devices. You can come back.